Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Seems like you're not well.
Yes. I think that's the first thing everybody's asking me when I start the session. My sound
Uh-huh.
seems weird, right?
A little bit of congestion is there, I guess.
Yes, I'm having a very
Same
bad
here.
cough and cold. It's because of the change in climate all of a sudden,
Right.
hitting
I
me
can
like crazy.
completely. I can completely feel it because I guess we both are sailing in the same boat these days.
It
But
was
I've recovered a
okay.
lot.
Yeah. It's just the starting stage because 2 days back I was having a session with a learner. My sound seemed fine. I had a little irritation on my throat. So I thought
Okay.
it would just go like that. Didn't realize it was the starting of something very big.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. And I've not been taking rest also, right? I've been having continuous sessions also. So I
Okay.
thought, yeah, I'll just rest for the weekend.
Yes. So how many sessions do you take in a day?
8 to 9.
Always, even if you don't
Yes.
feel well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Until
that's
and unless I have a very
some.
big emergency, I take it.
Uh-huh. That's some discipline actually. Amazing. I must appreciate that.
Thank you, thank you. I don't usually take on the weekends, but if I've taken more than two leave or anything of that sort, I take on
Uh-huh.
Saturdays also to compensate.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Very
because
inspiring.
because a lot of learners complain that they're not getting my slots and all that. So I just try to, compensate on that so they get it. Most of them are free during Saturdays. So they want to
Yes.
have a session. Sometimes they take it at their office hours. So they're not completely into the session. They're
Uh-huh.
very distracted at that time. So I
Uh-huh.
feel if I open on Saturdays, then maybe just a few sessions. Saturdays, I don't take much
Uh-huh.
because I spend most of my time with my family at that time.
Right. That is much needed when you don't feel well. You need some time with your family, some
Exactly.
me
Exactly.
time, some rest time. That's so true.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's when we recover.
Yeah, exactly. So, how is everything going? It's been long since I met you.
Yes, it's been ages, seems like. But
Yes.
yes, I haven't been consistent on my channel too just because of this blockage.
Understandable.
Right. So that is the reason I was away from YouTube. Not completely away, but I haven't been consistent as well.
Uh,
So that was the thing. But yes, I've been posting some videos here and there.
huh. Okay.
So just dragging.
Conversational videos.
Right.
Mm, okay. So, the channel is treating you well so far.
Yes, it's treating me well. I think the God has been kind on me for quite some time. So
Yes,
let's
yes,
see
yes.
how long
How
it will
can
go.
he not be kind to a very kind person, right?
Yes. I'll take it as a compliment.
Yes, it
I-
was a compliment. You should definitely take it up as a compliment. I've been very consistent on your videos. I recently watched your video with Preetham sir, if I'm not wrong. You had a
uh,
conversation with him, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very interesting conversation. I was enjoying every bit of it.
Uh-huh.
I admire his accent a lot, the way he
Yes.
speaks, right?
Uh-huh.
Very calm and composed.
Right. Yes, is
Yes.
an amazing speaker, I must say, and his choice of words is also
Mm,
amazing.
yes.
Overall, full package.
Yes. One person that I admire in EnglishYaari, one among the person that I admire in EnglishYaari is
Right.
Mr. Preetham.
Okay,
Right.
that's great.
Yeah. He's his accent is something that attracts people to him. And the
Uh-huh.
way he, manages the whole conversation is also something admirable. Right?
Right, right, definitely.
Yes. So how is your WhatsApp also going, the group that you have? Neha was talking to me about that. Neha Rana, right?
Right. She's
Yeah.
my partner.
Yeah. She told
Yes.
me about that.
All
I have
well.
a conversation with her most of the time, like you. She's also
Uh-huh.
one among the people that are constant with me.
Right. So our WhatsApp groups are going really well. We are taking our sessions as well. I haven't
Mhm.
taken any break from my sessions, so that is something which is on our top priority.
Uh-huh.
So I may keep myself away from YouTube, but I don't keep myself away from my WhatsApp session. So that is something
Yes.
we give priority to. So
Mm.
going well.
But it takes a little effort to manage that, right?
It doesn't take much effort to manage that, but pre-planning is a bit difficult. That's something really daunting because
Mhm.
these are group sessions, so we always have to plan our session notes like something that could benefit all of them, all the levels
Mhm.
of speakers, right?
Mhm.
But then we have beginners and intermediate groups as well. So when we talk about particular group or particular level, then it is not much work. But yes, when it comes to
Mm.
journal group, then it is a little work. You have to put in a little extra effort to see what can work for all or what can give value to all of them.
It's a little challenging to work on that, right? Where everything is equally done for every level of speakers, right?
Exactly, exactly. Plus,
Mm.
I take two sessions for each group in
Uh-huh.
a week. So we always have to come up with something new so that they could learn new concepts, so that they could, brainstorm on new discussions, new topics. So that brainstorming is always going on.
Every day you have to think of something or the other, right?
Yes, yes, every
And it
day.
should not be repetitive, also, right?
Right, that is also a thing. But ChatGPT is a great savior there because I just give my ideas to ChatGPT and I quickly get all the ideas in a structured way and I
Mm.
then share it with my group members.
Yes,
So that is really something very convenient for us these days.
that's great. Okay. So, any particular thing in your mind that you want to do for the session?
We can go by session notes.
Yeah, I felt it was very interesting.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Right. Yes. Academic fears in co-ed culture. A
Right.
very open-minded question. What was your biggest fear as a student? Why was it a fear?
My biggest fear as a student was exams.
Oh, totally. More than that, the result day, right?
Uh, for results, I was not much fearful
Uh-huh.
about, but for exams,
Mm.
because I was not a studious student, but I
Mhm.
used to be really observant in classes. Like I would be really attentive when the teacher taught us. But when it came to exams, I would spend the whole day cramming things up or understanding things up, and then you feel overwhelmed a day before the exam. And
Yes.
even a few moments before the exam, I would, flip pages and try to consume each and everything written in my notebook, right? Even before a second the exam starts. So
Last
I would
minute
not
study.
miss even a single moment. Right, right. So that really gave me goosebumps. Like exams really gave me goosebumps. But
Mm.
once I enter the exam room, then
Was
I
fine.
feel completely calm. But yes, before that, it's something of different level. I think most
Yes.
of the students feel that way.
Yes, yes, yes. That is actually true. Right. Okay. So there's a small paragraph about the fear. Can you just read that paragraph?
Yes, let me see. Okay, this first one. What was your
Yes.
biggest fear as a student and why?
Yes.
Being a student can be the most stressful time of your life. New friends, new places, new challenges can all add up to a huge buzz. But all those things can also make student life seem a total nightmare. Financial worries, debt, exam pressure, burden of homework, relationship problems, parental pressure, and so on. These all together build up students' stress, which can overwhelm any student. Stress is one of the biggest problems and challenges facing students who seek to get a good education today.
Can you relate to it?
I can't relate my life to it, but in a wider sense, yes, I can relate to it because there is always a parental pressure on kids that you need to
Yes.
perform well in your exams. So that is a bit stressful for them
Yes.
because then definitely because of this pressure, they might not perform well in their exams. Right, you
Exactly.
need to sit in your exams with a calm mind and no pressure at all, and only then you can perform well. So
Well,
this is
right.
also a huge factor
Mm.
in their exams or their
Yes.
performance, I would say.
One.
Relationship problems, yes, could be related to your friends or
Oh,
relationship with your families. So yes, if things are not good at your home, so it will hamper your studies as well, right?
yes. It will have
Because
an
most of
effect.
Yes, yes. So whatever you are studying in your school, that is okay. You might be getting a good atmosphere there. to study, to play with your friends, and spend some quality time. But when you come back home, you see some heavy ambience there, heavy vibe, so you don't feel
Mhm.
good, right?
Yes.
And then you cannot concentrate on your studies too. So
Yes.
yes, and
That
then
is there. I
burden of
think,
homework. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that stressful part about stress, that is very relatable, I feel. You get all
Mm-hmm.
sorts of stress, not during your, you know, primary section time. But the
Uh-huh.
moment you step onto your sixth, seventh standard, I feel the pressure becomes more. You're almost close to 10th standard, then from 10th standard, 11th and 12th. So it
Mm.
takes a toll on a lot of students, I feel. But some students have that comparison pressure, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, when you are a very bright student, that happens a lot because they expect a lot from you at that time. That becomes an internal pressure for you.
Right, especially if you have performed really well once,
Well,
so you raise the bar, now you cannot perform below that.
yes, yes, that's the problem. That is actually a sort of pressure, right?
Uh-huh.
That you build up on in terms of schooling. Yes,
True,
totally.
true
So,
that.
are you from a co-ed school or an all-girls school?
Yes, I'm from a co-ed.
Okay. What is the major difference between a co-ed school and an all-boys or all-girls school for a student, from your perspective?
I believe co-ed schools get you ready for real life situations,
Yes.
because in real
Yes.
life, definitely you'll not see only one gender around you, but it's all about the real world, right? But
Yes.
when it comes to all boys and all girls, so you are restricted to one particular gender and one
Hmm.
particular environment. So you might feel comfortable. You might not challenge yourself because you're not getting that challenging environment, but at the same time, if I talk about pros, you'll be more disciplined and sincere in terms of your studies, maybe. There will be no
Mhm.
distraction. But in co-ed
Yes.
school, you might get some distractions from
Distractions.
opposite
Yes.
genders, right?
Yes.
Later in your school life. So that is
Mhm.
there. So that
Yes.
might hamper your studies again.
In a school where there is only just boys or just girls, I feel the moment they step out of that schooling part and they go and join for college in a co-ed college, that becomes a different thing for them. Becomes very difficult for them to adjust to a certain extent, I feel. Right.
Right, right.
Because it's a
Happens.
totally different atmosphere.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. It also depends on your basic nature. If you are an introverted kid and you studied
Yes.
in all girls school, it would be very difficult
Very
for you
difficult.
to step out of your comfort zone when you go to a co-ed college,
Yes.
right? But if you
Very true.
have already faced a co-ed environment or atmosphere in your school, so slowly and gradually you'll be able to come out of that shell. So
Well,
you'll
yes.
not feel difficulty in your college then.
Mm.
So I think
Mhm.
that should start from the very beginning.
Yes, for me it was a different thing. So my schooling till 12th was a co-ed one, but my masters and bachelors I did it in an all girls college.
Okay.
So the exposure you get is different. I feel that shaping of a woman happens at that time. For me personally, from my perspective, what happened was I started becoming more bold. I started understanding that we also have a lot of rights. We also have a lot of things that we can explore, especially when you have inter college activities.
Uh-huh.
You tend to do the same things that the other colleges do as a group. You just
Yes.
a bunch of girls who are competing against a bunch of girls and boys. So
Right.
you start
That
taking up more
competitiveness is there.
challenges. Yes, yes, yes.
Exactly.
Because you've
If
experienced both, so you know the nature, how it is. Right.
uh-huh.
So then it becomes a different challenging part, I feel. I became more independent and bold, more confident after I went to a girls' college. But
Uh-huh.
I feel that is better. Instead of sending, schooling should be done in a co-ed, I feel.
I feel the same way, but as a student, I feel that we are never bothered about if the person who we are competing with is a boy or a girl. We were never bothered about that thing, but we were simply like, this is my competition, or this is who I have to compete with, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
yes, depends, because every gender is different. Like there are different behaviors to it, different natures to it, so you compete in that diverse environment, right? But when
Hmm.
it comes to only girls and only boys, so you might get a restricted environment
Yes,
there,
yes, yes, yes.
right?
Very true. Very true. So I have one very curious question for you. Right. When you were in your school days, was there anything that struck you very deeply? in a negative or in a positive manner, which you've taken throughout your life?
Hmm.
Any incident, anything that you learned in schooling?
In schools, I am really thankful and grateful to my teachers who pushed me to perform on stage. Because until and unless you stand on stage, you cannot overcome your stage fright,
Fear.
right? Right, right. So that one thing that really developed me as a person. And even when my hands were shaking, even when my voice was shaking, but still I performed well on stage. And even when I didn't, my teachers really motivated me. They encouraged me. They appreciated me. And that's how I grew in
That
this
one
particular
step
area.
is very important, right?
That
The
little
biggest
push
step.
from teachers, that
Yes,
support
yes.
system,
Yes, yes. That one
that's
step actually matters a lot, right?
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay. So have you ever bunked classes?
I have never bunked classes, but my brother was in the same class. We are twins, right?
Oh,
So he
wow.
used to
You have
bunk
a twin
classes.
brother, fraternal.
Fraternal as in?
So twins, there are two bunch of twins. One is
Uh-huh.
identical, where they look very similar or pretty much similar. If it's a boy and a girl, they look pretty much similar. But there
Uh-huh.
are twins who are very fraternal. Even if it's a boy and a girl, they might be fraternal. But if it's two boys and two girls also, to a certain extent, they'll be very different
Uh-huh.
look-wise.
Okay, so we are non-identical twins. We don't look the same.
Similar.
Right, right. But I tell you, he used to bunk classes. And then I would scare him that I'll tell Papa that you bunk the classes. So that little disadvantage of their
In school,
little.
he used to bunk.
Right, in schools, because other boys used to bunk the classes, and then I would restrict him for doing so. And then there was one day, what happened? It was our accountancy class. So
Mm.
all the boys bunked the class, and he was the only one left among
Sitting.
the boys. Right, right. So he was the only one, and then he was beaten by sir for no reason actually. I
Ah,
don't know like what was the reason, but then I felt guilty about it that I should have allowed him to
to
bunk
go
the
off.
class.
He was beaten and the rest of the guys were let go of.
Right, right.
That was bad. Right.
So that time I felt a little guilty that I should have allowed him.
Okay. Yeah. That time you felt guilty. Yes.
Right, right.
Understandable. Okay. What was the best and worst part of being a student?
The best part of being a student is learning. You get to
Mm-hmm.
learn a lot of things because you're a student,
Yes.
so you're there to receive, right? And there are a lot of teachers to provide you knowledge and all those kinds of wisdom, right? And
Mm-hmm.
if I talk about disadvantage of being a student, I don't think there is any disadvantage as such. We learn from our experiences, be it bad or
Yes.
good. We always learn from all the kinds of experiences. So no
Yes.
disadvantage as such.
As such. Okay. Nothing worst as such. Right. Okay. Is the race for good marks too much in Indian society when compared to the countries outside?
Okay, so I don't have much knowledge about other countries, what kind of practices they are following. But if I talk about India, there is a race for good marks, and it has not come from nowhere, but it has built up by the society only. Parental
Hmm.
pressures, pressure from school, because schools also
Yes.
want to perform really well. So their performance is measured by students' marks only,
Students.
right? So
Yes.
that is how all the pressure is being put on students. So
Students.
the
Yes.
race is there, but I feel that over the period of time, now the time has changed, and it is more about your physical and mental well-being than your
Well-being.
marks now. They don't
Mm-hmm.
really put a lot of pressure on their kids these days.
Okay. Understood. Just one last question. What do you have to say about comparisons made between two students by teachers? Favoritism.
That's, yes, that's definitely pathetic, I would say. Being a teacher, it's your responsibility to not compare two
Mm-hmm.
students, right?
Yes.
According to their performance, maybe according to their looks or whatever it is. People tend to compare. So that's definitely not acceptable. And the memories that you create for them, that stays with them
Yes.
forever.
becomes very traumatic to a certain extent, right?
Exactly, exactly. Like
And
we
it
don't
affects their
realize.
whole life also.
Exactly. You don't realize when you're doing it, but
Mm,
somewhere the work is happening.
yes, the
So,
repercussions are really bad.
yes, we have to be really mindful about our words,
Yes.
about how we treat our students.
Yes, I think teachers are the ones, students see the teacher as their second mother, right? So I feel they should be more considerate about it. They should be the ones who lead them to becoming
Exactly.
a better personality, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
I would say if you can't speak good words, don't even speak bad words. Don't
Yeah,
speak at
yeah,
all then,
yeah.
right? But
Just leave it like
never,
that.
never leave a negative impression on your students.
Exactly. Okay. So thank you so much. I think I'll have to wind up the session. I'm just going a little out of breath.
You know.
So I'm just trying to wind it up. I'm so sorry. But you have a session with me tomorrow, right?
Yes, yes.
I think I'll be better then. I'll just take some rest for the time being and
Right.
come back soon. Done.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you so
you.
much, Sunita. Lovely connecting with you after a long time. I'll see you
Same
tomorrow.
here. Same here. Bye. Take
Bye bye.
care.
Take care. Bye.